I am embarking on one of my toughest challenges yet. I'm going to be eating only protein bars for an entire week. Not protein products, protein shakes, protein cookies, just grenade Oreo protein bars. For the last few years, I've been well into my fitness, going to the gym, and a big part of that is getting your protein in. And in the year 2022, a year where I tracked every single individual piece of food that I ate, I racked up 578 protein bars. So join me as I attempt to tackle the regular working week with gym, sports, activities, eating just protein bars. We're going from Sunday night to Friday night. Upon completing the challenge, I would then have a meal out to celebrate with my friends. Alright, it's Sunday night, and this is the start of the challenge. I'm gonna head to sleep now. It's 10 PM, so should be feeling well rested, and then it's protein bars for the week, and that is it. So I will see you bright-eyed, bushy-tailed in the morning. I wasn't sure what to expect during this challenge, but I thought to begin with I would have around 10 to 20 protein bars a day to get in an adequate amount of calories to fuel everything that I was doing. So a couple of starting statistics: I weighed in at 88.3 kilograms on Monday morning. Throughout the week, I was going to track steps, calories burned, calories consumed, and what types of protein bars I had.
It's currently 4 AM, and as it always seems to be when I have a challenge to do, I am awake super early with anticipation. I've been up since 3, so now I'm properly awake. So I've had maybe about 4 hours sleep. I don't feel tired. I just know at like 11 it's gonna hit me. There's also nothing I can do to be productive right now. Maybe a tiny bit of editing, some Fortnite clips. I'll probably get up and do that. I'll get up, brush my teeth, edit some Fortnite clips.
I'm gone. Hey.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh my god!
And then maybe go back to bed. We'll see. I'm not going to start eating protein bars yet. It's too early. I don't want to have too many. Maybe 10 max per day.
It's currently Monday morning, 4:30, and it is the start of the protein bar challenge. We're up early because I can't shut my brain off. I never can when I do challenges like this. So this is how I'm aiming for things to go in this challenge. Obviously, I haven't started it yet, so I don't know how it's actually going to turn out. But I'm thinking I've given myself a range of 8 to 10 protein bars a day. At 232/33 calories per protein bar, that is around about 2 to 2,300 calories. Part of me wondered if I should try and do this in a more traditional way, in the sense that I maybe have at least once a day a meal, so I'd have, say, 3 protein bars at once in like 10 minutes, but I don't know if that's going to be a really good idea. I think for Monday, I'd see how I go by only ever eating when I'm hungry, and at that point, only ever eating 1 protein bar. And then, of course, if I have one and I'm still hungry, I'll eat another. But just eating when I'm hungry, and then seeing how I go, and then seeing how I feel tomorrow on Tuesday. It's currently 6:30, so I've been awake for about 3.5 hours, and I'm going to have 1 protein bar. Feeling a little bit sick, but I think that's due to the lack of sleep, and I think a bit of food would help that. And if we're going to have protein bars for the rest of the week, it's not like I can have anything else. So yeah, just thought I'd tell you that, and then we're going to film the first bite of the first one. We're going to go for a white one, of course. This is it. The first one. We love a low camera angle. Here we go. First of many. I better not get sick of this. Just finished the first one, and whilst this is low in sugar, high in protein, relatively low in calories compared to the amount of protein, it's also quite high in fat and saturated fat. So it's going to be a high fat, low carb diet, essentially, without that being the intention, just because that's what makes up these bars. So moderate calories, low sugar, high fat, high protein. 1 down and however many to go. I'll see you there. Alright, so I've just done a little thumbnail shooting session, laid out all these protein bars. I don't know if this will make the final cut for the thumbnail, but I've given it a try. Guess it's time for protein bar number 2. This isn't even half the amount that I have, by the way. These are just the white ones. Alright, so I've just done a shoot for the thumbnail of the video. Maybe I'll make another one. I don't know. But I'm leaving to go to the gym with my good friend Emilio in about 10 minutes. I'll take probably my phone camera along with me, and not this one. Maybe we can get some footage. Maybe some footage on the way there as well. But come with me, we're 2 protein bars down. I'm feeling pretty good. I just walked past the fruit bowl and thought, you know, it'd be cool having a banana, like I usually do before I go to the gym. But I can't. Oh, this might be difficult. So one thing this challenge does actually help with is decision making. I don't have to take any unnecessary energy in deciding what I'm gonna eat, if that's gonna differ from normal. It's literally just white chocolate or milk chocolate. Which Oreo bar am I going to be having? So what I'm doing, I've had 2 already. I'm taking a 3rd one with me to the gym, and I'll probably have another one when I get back. And that'll be like early afternoon. I would have had 4. And then the day's like almost over. There might be like 8 hours left, and then this evening I'm going to netball. because my best friend Steve, he asked me a couple months ago if he was ever short, would I be willing to play in this mixed netball team? And I said sure, and I've played pretty much every game since. So I'll be doing that tonight, and hopefully that's Emilio, who is ready to go. Let's get it.
AK apparel. This is for Max and James. 100 kgs. Let's go. Who's gonna carry a boat? Oh, you're making me laugh. At last. You can't drive by me like it's like a nightmare.
Here he is. Yeah. The man himself. Yep. The protein bars have been consumed from both of us.
Absolutely.
How was the session?
It was humbling. It was humbling to say the least.
It was. It was. It was a good one. It was a nice long one.
Yes.
We were talking during it, and I was like, man, I feel so sick. You know what I could do with food? And then I felt even more sick because I can't have food.
I'll just let you know, I'm going to go back home today, have a lovely dinner.
Oh. It's actually, I didn't think, psychologically, actually, I got dizzy when I realised that I can only have protein bars.
Yeah.
It's tough.
It's rough, but you'll do it. I know you will.
Yeah.
Smash
Unfortunately, failure is not an option, which is, I hate that mentality. I love it. I love that mentality, but I also hate it because no excuses.
Bruh.
Oh. Look at it.
Alright, so it's nearly 6 PM. I've currently had 5 protein bars, 4 white and 1 milk, and a couple of hours ago I was feeling really, really hungry, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to sleep it off. I only had 4 hours sleep, then a little nap from 7 till 8, and my body is so tired. On top of that, I've done so much exercise today, a lot of walking, about 17,000 steps currently, and I've got to go out later for netball as well. I was just feeling lethargic. I didn't have any energy, so I decided to get some sleep. I feel a little bit better now. I think it's the fact that there's not a lot of sugar that I'm having, you know, nothing else. If it's 1 to 2 grams of protein per sugar, then even with 10 protein bars, I'm having, what, 20 grams of sugar. That's like 1 Oasis. So I'm not getting any energy from sugar, so I feel really, really tired. I think because I am quite hungry still, I'll have a couple of extra white ones soon. That'll make it 7, and then I'll go to netball and probably take 2 with me and maybe end the day on 9 protein bars. We shall see how we are feeling. Update, as of literally just recording that last clip, as the temperature is going to be like -2 or 3 degrees Celsius out there, the netball games have been cancelled. They are on outdoor courts in a floodlit arena, so because of the ice, it's been cancelled, so no netball. Now I've got like, I don't know, 4 or 5 hours before I have to go to bed and nothing else really to do. I don't know if I'm happy about that or not really. I'm glad I don't have to be walking out in the cold, I guess, for a couple of hours, but I don't know.
So as you just saw, obviously netball was cancelled. I absolutely love all forms of sport, so I was very gutted for this to be cancelled. I actually ended up playing netball as a favour for a friend, but given my love for basketball, as some of you may know or have seen from clips in the past, I always enjoy netball, and to be honest, all types of sport. So it's 6 PM on a Monday. I've had 2 naps today, but that's what happens when you get no sleep, wake up at 3 AM. So 6 AM to 7 AM, I had a nap, and then 4:30 till 5:30, I had a nap. One of the best things about these bars are that they're low sugar, but if that's all you're eating, it means I'm getting no sugar. So I'm about to have bars 6 and 7 of the day, but 7 of these bars only contains 9.1 grams of sugar. That is less than your average banana. So that boost of energy that a banana gives you, which I normally have before the gym, I haven't had from my entire diet today. I was speaking to Emilio and I was wondering whether or not I should be allowed to introduce maybe some sugary drinks into the challenge. Originally, I didn't want to do any liquid calories or anything like that, but maybe I'll allow myself to have like a Lucasade Sport or something like that just to inject me with a bit of energy, because it's just not coming from these. But here we go. We're going to have 6 and 7 now as like a dinner and see how we go from there. I've got to try and keep myself busy, and that was the plan with netball, so that I don't think about eating other things. My dad was kind enough just to offer me a jelly baby and laughed hysterically, so thank you so much. I don't know how much of this video in terms of going along with each day will be in this format, but I thought I'm sat here in the chair anyway. It's a high quality camera, so I might as well do that. But yes, I'm going to have protein bars 6 and 7 and see how I go.
With this 7th protein bar, I've broken my record for the most amount of protein bars I've consumed in a day. I distinctly remember my previous record. It was all I'd eaten during the day. At that point when I'd noticed, I'd had 6 of the salted caramel grenade bars back in lockdown. That's when I stopped buying them in bulk for a little while because I had a problem. But yeah, number 7. Most I've ever had in a day.
It is 10 p.m. on Monday, and we finished the first day with 7 white Oreo bars consumed and 1 milk chocolate one. I do prefer the white ones, as you can see. That comes to a total of 1,857 calories, 160 grams of protein. We've done 16,970 steps, and we just did a 2-hour live stream over on Twitch. So check that out using the link in the description. We did have a nap, like I said, a few hours ago, so I might try and just stay up on my phone until I get really tired and then properly sleep. Because if I try and sleep now at 10 o'clock, I know I'll end up waking up at like 2 o'clock again. It's not going to be good. So I'm just going to chill out, let myself get tired, wind down, and try again tomorrow. But hey, all things considered, with regards to this challenge, we've done it. We did a workout, protein bars only. So I'm happy with that. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow.
Good morning. It is day 2. It's 8 a.m. So I'm up quite a bit later than I was yesterday. I'm feeling very rested and I'm looking forward to day 2. We're gonna carry on with the protein bar stuff. My stomach's feeling much better than it was yesterday. Today all it is gym and cricket training later, which should be exciting, and it won't get cancelled like netball because cricket is inside. So let's get up and get started with the day. I've done my Duolingo. Let's go.
Good morning, everyone. It is Tuesday. I am feeling much better today. I'm not going to lie. Yesterday evening, I think it was a bit of a shock with the lack of sleep, and also my stomach was feeling a bit rough. I don't know why. I don't know if it was the protein bars or if it was just the lack of sleep. But it's Tuesday morning. I'm not hungry at all, and I feel good. I feel rested. I had like 9 hours of sleep, so that's good. And I'm feeling good about today. It is currently 9 o'clock. I woke up at about 8 a.m. We only have 3 goals to accomplish today, maybe 4. So goal number 1 is going to be go to the gym. We've got a pool session. Goal number 2, go to cricket training this evening. Goal number 3, eat exclusively protein bars, of course. And a potential goal number 4 is maybe edit some of the footage that I filmed yesterday. But either way, I'm feeling good, and I'll see you soon.
Tuesday was quite possibly the most difficult day for me when it came to this challenge. A little bit TMI, but I couldn't go to the toilet. I went Monday morning, as usual, and I'm not talking a number 1. But for the rest of the Monday and the entirety of the Tuesday, I couldn't go at all. So Tuesday evening on the way to cricket, I was feeling some severe stomach pain, and it was a little bit windy. I wish I took my camera out and filmed myself batting in the nets, but I didn't. Here's some footage on the screen of me playing cricket if you are interested, of course. But by the end of Tuesday, I was struggling. It was at this point, energy was very, very low. For most of the day, when I wasn't exercising or filming little vlog clips, I was literally just laid in bed.
All right, so it is 10 p.m. on Tuesday, day 2. I finished the day on 7 protein bars. I haven't filmed a lot. I'm absolutely exhausted, I'm not gonna lie. And today, I almost thought about possibly giving up the challenge for like health rules, in the sense that at about 5 o'clock, I had some pretty bad stomach pain. I haven't been able to go to the toilet properly. Maybe that's TMI since yesterday morning before I started the challenge, basically. So everything's a bit out of whack, but I've been doing a lot of exercise. We had training, we went to the gym, and I just haven't been eating enough. I don't have enough calories in me to do what I'm doing, but I don't want to eat any more calories from the protein bars because it's kind of making me feel a bit funny. So a decent end to the day. I felt good once I started cricket, and I'm feeling okay now. I'm gonna get some good sleep in, but challenge wise today it was tough, and if it gets any worse than it was today, then maybe as an emergency I'll introduce like a sugary drink or something just to see if it can perk me up. But yeah, didn't film much today. A good day, but challenging. Take it easy, and I'll see you tomorrow.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Yes, so it is Wednesday morning. We have currently had 15 protein bars, and soon I'm gonna have the 16th, my first protein bar of the day. So we're more or less halfway through. You know, I haven't eaten anything but a protein bar since Sunday night, so it's been 2.5 days, and in 2.5 days the challenge is over. So this is the halfway point. As I sort of said in the last night's segment, it was a little bit rough yesterday, so I'm interested to see how today goes. We're playing tennis this afternoon, which I'm really excited for, and the morning is just gonna be a chill one. I'll probably go for a walk to get out of the house, but other than that, chill, probably doing some editing and all that good stuff. So I'll catch up with you soon.
Alright, so I'm back, lying down for a little bit. It's not glamorous, but I did just go on an hour-long walk, and in 45 minutes I'm going to leave to go play tennis, which is an hour walk there, 2 hours of tennis, an hour walk back. And honestly, the reason I'm in bed a lot is because other than doing that stuff, I don't have a lot of energy to work with. I did actually have my first thing that wasn't a protein bar, but it wasn't food. Basically, I realized these protein bars are so low in sugar, I don't have any energy to do anything.
So on my walk, I did get a Summer Fruits Oasis, which has 20 grams of sugar in it. I drank that, and that is the equivalent to about 15 of those protein bars, I think. Just in the hopes that it would perk me up, give me a little bit more energy. I never specified at the start of the challenge as to whether or not I could drink any liquid calories, but I think about most people doing a food challenge, they probably drink as normal, and most people don't just drink water like I typically do. So I figured, for the sake of this challenge, to give me a little something, a little boost, I'd have the Oasis and still just only eat protein bars.
You'll notice a trend for the next couple of days that a lot of the clips that I do film on my phone or everything like that are me lying in bed because I had no energy to really do anything. I also dedicated these 5 days to making this video, so it's not as though I was filming other videos for pickapixel either. I did manage a live stream Wednesday evening, and that kind of distracted me from how I was feeling, because the way I see it, I had two choices. I could either A, force myself to have more protein bars and feel sick in my stomach because I was just over the taste at this point, or B, be a little bit more comfortable in the hunger, distract myself. There were a couple of occasions this week where I actually had a nap to just distract myself from the hunger.
It is Thursday morning and I'm finally feeling much better. I think I just had to sort of get used to everything. I now don't feel weird that I'm not eating other food. It's just another day. It is a bit weird that I don't have to like go in the fridge and try and find some food to eat or think about what I'm having for dinner. It's just the same thing over and over again. But I haven't filmed as much on, well, in the last couple of days, Tuesday and Wednesday, because I felt so rough and I was just trying to deal with it. But now it is Thursday morning, I'm awake, I feel better. So that is great. That is good news. My stomach is settled, it's more used to it. So today it's just gonna be another gym day, protein bar day, and I have another video that I need to make for my football channel. But other than that, that is it. So feeling much better, knowing that tomorrow evening I'm going to be going out for a meal and finishing the challenge is great news. So I'm excited.
It is currently Thursday evening and I'm 24 hours away from completing the challenge. And I thought I'd sit down and do a proper check-in here with you right now. Obviously, I could not have predicted this when starting the challenge, so with hindsight, it's easy to say that this video has been more difficult to film than I thought it would be. I have here my dinner, protein bars 5 and 6 for the day. Whilst this video sounded great in theory, and I think once I finished the challenge and started eating normally again, I'll have the energy to make a beginning, middle, and end, and clips and parts of the video to add context to the challenge. During it, I found that I don't really have the energy to do anything, much less whip out the camera and film myself even more than I already have done, sat in my room or laid down on my bed, which I was doing up until about 10 minutes ago. I felt better today in the sense that I haven't had any stomach pain. That was a real problem on Tuesday. And Wednesday, I finally managed to go to the toilet for the first time in 2 days since starting the challenge. So I felt better since then. But certainly during the evenings, I have sort of felt a wave of tiredness coming over me, and right now I was at the same sort of position. I could either go to sleep and ruin my night's sleep or stay awake, and filming this is helping me stay awake. I'm going to hop on some video games after this. Last night I did a Twitch stream to try and keep me awake because otherwise I would just fall asleep. It simply is, my body is starving. I know when people hear the word starving, they think of people that haven't eaten for weeks, people that are extremely malnourished, but technically speaking, if you're burning more than you eat, you are in a sense starving your body, because I'm not eating enough energy to do what I'm doing. But I'm super excited. I think the table for the meal is booked at 7 p.m. and it's 6:30 now. So yeah, in 24 hours, I'm going to have my meal and I will have finished the challenge. But I mean, hey, as you saw, it's definitely helping me eat a lower amount of calories. I thought in this challenge I'd have about 2,500 a day and be eating 10 to 12 protein bars a day, but given that it's just the same thing over and over again, I'd rather feel hungry than feel sick, and that's how I've chosen to do this challenge. So that's my little check-in. I don't know what place this has in the actual video, because at the moment I don't have the energy to really put it together in my head, but I figured I'd film something because I didn't film any of my cricket training, which kind of annoys me. I filmed like one game of tennis and I haven't really filmed the gym other than one little clip on Monday because I'm going on my own and it's been so busy. You know how the gym is in January? It's been so busy. I can't film in the gym when it's that busy, especially without Emilio there to at least hold the camera. So yeah.
Alright, so I'm just going to bed. It's Thursday night. I finished today with 7 of the white protein bars. Didn't have any of the milk ones. 1,624 calories. And if I see another Domino's ad, I mean, I've been getting them for years because I was a slave to Domino's and I still indulge probably realistically maybe once or twice a month these days, and that feels like I never have it. It used to be like 3 times a week, but if I keep getting unbelievably good looking food ads, it's killing me. I wonder if after this challenge I'll actually reduce my protein bar intake, or if I'll just go back to normal, because I do love the protein bars, but now I don't dislike them now, but I'm over it. But this is coming from somebody who's had thousands of grenade bars over the last couple of years, so I'll probably still have 2 or 3 a day. Maybe if this challenge gets me down to 1 a day, that would be good, but it is such a good source of protein, so I don't know, but thought I'd just echo my thoughts here. I'm tired of seeing pizza ads, and tomorrow's the day I can have some proper food in the evening.
So it is Friday, early afternoon actually. I haven't really recorded much, but I decided to get some footage on the walk to the gym. I've recorded many videos in my time in this forest, short films, sketches. Most active period was from 2011 to 2013. That's when I was most active filming here. And then I did make my 200,000 and 250,000 subscriber video somewhere in this forest. 250k down there, 200k down there. But final day, it's about 6-7 hours till I have my proper meal, and I'm feeling fine. I've only had the 1 protein bar so far today. That takes my total up to 30 for the week. And I've got another one in my bag for the post-gym snack. Then I'll probably have just like 1 or 2 more, finish on 32, 33, and then have the meal tonight. Over these last few days, I have been conscious that I haven't filmed as much as I would have liked, just because of the low energy. But luckily for you, I think in watching this video and getting to the point here where you're at Friday, you would have seen me film other parts of the video to kind of flesh it out a little bit. It's just right now I haven't filmed any of that, so I'm feeling a bit meh about it. But we got back and biceps today, so should be fun. I'm sort of used to it now. The challenge, day 2 and 3 were really difficult, but now I'm just a bit bored. I want to eat something else, so I'll probably catch you when I get back from the gym. And yeah, totally frozen.
This smells like chocolate. Here is just a visual representation of the week. This bin is full. And as you saw, I did buy some milk chocolate Oreo bars to help me through this challenge, but in the end, I just prefer the white ones so much that I only ended up having 2 of the milk chocolate ones throughout the whole week. They just didn't taste the same. Granted, they've been out for longer, so I had more before the white ones came out and sort of got used to it. If you are interested in Grenade protein bars, this isn't sponsored. I wish I was sponsored by them because I've been having their bars for years. If you go back and watch my 100,000 steps challenge that I did 4 years ago on the channel, I ate Grenade protein bars in that video as well. So Grenade, please sponsor me. My top 4 protein bars that I have tried, I'm going to go with the white Oreo Grenade bar in the #1 slot. Hard to disagree with that given this challenge. I'm going to put the Nutramino crispy vanilla and caramel protein bar in the 2 slot. Absolutely phenomenal. And then tied 3rd, I'll go milk chocolate Oreo and salted caramel Grenade bar. It was the salted caramel Grenade that really got me into protein bars a few years ago. One thing I noticed throughout the challenge, and this was when Friday rolled around, is how much harder it was to recover. Given that I was essentially starving, I was burning thousands of calories a day more than I was eating. Not just burning thousands of calories a day, my deficit was so strong because I couldn't force myself to eat more than 1,600 to 1,800 calories a day, and I was burning 4,000 or 5,000 calories a day at this point doing loads of exercise. So my muscles are really sore. You combine cricket training Tuesday, tennis Wednesday, and then a shoulder workout on Thursday. My shoulders, they're still sore to this day. They still hurt, and I feel like they're not recovering as well because I haven't fueled myself correctly. Friday rolled around and I was feeling good. I knew that only a few hours away I'd be able to eat a meal, some proper food. Given that I was at the table with a bunch of people, and a lot of people I don't know so well that I'd be confident vlogging in front of them, I didn't film anything at the meal, but my goodness, the food tasted phenomenal. As soon as I finished my meal, I was beyond full because my stomach had essentially shrunk in size over the week and it was being stretched with the amount of food that I ate. But about an hour later, once the full feeling had passed, I'd got loads of my energy back. It was nearly 11 PM when I got back, and as you'll see from this following clip, I was more energetic there than pretty much at any other point during this week, barring the Monday.
Wow. Look at my face. I've got all the energy back. The challenge is over. I just got back from the meal out. It was wonderful. I got full very quickly, but the life has returned to me. It is nearly 11 o'clock, and I've got so much energy. I actually had carbs. I ate food. I'll talk more probably when I film tomorrow, the beginning and end of this video, about the real effects of it, but I think the contrast of how I feel now and how I felt a few hours ago is just
insane. Just thought I'd get a little clip of me back home. I just feel like you can see the life in me that wouldn't, well, I didn't feel much of me when I was at my worst during this week because I didn't have the energy, but yeah, unbelievable. See you soon.
It literally was like a light switch moment where I had very little energy and then I had loads of energy. Wednesday and Thursday, I watched so many what I eat in a day videos, food challenge videos, because I was fixated on food. This morning I've had 2 Baby Bells and a protein yogurt, so that's 30 grams of protein right there, and I had absolutely no desire to have a protein bar. And I did mention in one of the vlog clips, I'm sure, that maybe this challenge would deter me from eating so many protein bars. The pros of this challenge: honestly, it depends on your goal. I did drop 2 kilograms on the scale, but some of that would be to do with the fact that there was just no food in me. My calorie deficit was such that it would equal about 3 to 4 pounds of fat. Obviously, there's a margin of error you have to account for when it comes to fitness trackers tracking your calories, but I was at least over the 10,000 calorie deficit mark, which is approaching 3 pounds worth of fat anyway, even though it's only been 5 days. Would I recommend such an aggressive cut? It's not to say it won't work. It depends on what type of person you are in terms of how you would react afterwards. So for context, given the amount of calories I consumed at dinner last night, my average calorie intake for the 5 days was about 2,100. If you could then go from there and cut at 2,500 calories a day, if that is your deficit amount, which it would be for me, and that's quite a heavy deficit as well, then by all means carry on. But if having 2,000 calories a day for 5 days means for the next week you eat the world and you have 5,000 calories a day, then it isn't worth it. It might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm not opposed to maybe taking a few days where you do eat a considerable amount less. It's not quite crash dieting. Like, I'm not eating nothing. I'm still eating 2,000 calories a day. That's a good amount. If that means you can then just increase your calories slowly. You don't want it to trigger you to binge eat or anything like that, but I think in a controlled setting where everything is tracked and measured and you're listening to your body, I don't see a problem with having a slightly more aggressive calorie deficit 1 week as opposed to the next. And it means next week I can probably eat 2,500, maybe even 3,000 calories a day and have lost weight over the 2-week period. Granted, I won't be doing this challenge again. I think the low energy levels were too much for me to handle, but it was a fun experience and it was a challenge. I just decided on a whim really to do it. And by that point on Sunday night, once I decided to do that, it was as good as done. Like any difficult challenge, there were points during it where I thought, man, what if I fail? But knowing me, unless I was literally fainting, which I came close to a couple of times at the gym, at which point I would go outside and get some fresh air, unless I was literally physically unable to do the challenge, I was going to complete it. And that is just me, and that's the kind of person that I am. So for those of you that love statistics, I started the week at 88.3 kilograms and I weighed in on the Friday at 86.4 kilograms. I consumed a total of 10,585 calories across the 5 days, and I burned a reported 23,394 calories. And that sounds like a lot, but the statistics for the week were: on Monday, it was a 7-mile walk plus a push workout at the gym. On Tuesday, it was a 7-mile walk plus a pull and ab session at the gym along with cricket training. That was a mental day. On Wednesday, it was a 10-mile walk plus 2 hours of tennis. On Thursday, a 9-mile walk plus a push workout and ab session. And on Friday, it was an 8-mile walk plus a gym workout, a pull and ab session. So a lot of activity in there, a lot of steps. And for the 5 days, we hit 105,797 steps. So that is over 20,000 steps a day on average. It's over 21,000 steps a day, actually. In some ways, I think it would have been easier if I didn't do loads of exercise during this week, but the way I saw it, if I wasn't out exercising, one, my calorie burn is lower, so the benefits of being in a deficit aren't as high because the deficit isn't as high, so I wouldn't have seen as much weight loss. But also the time spent not exercising and at home, I'd be even more fixated on food. I wouldn't know what to do with myself and I wouldn't have the energy to really get up and do anything else. So I think it was good that I kept myself distracted through sport mainly this week. Although it was quite a steep deficit as well because of protein and the amount that I was able to have with 7-8 bars a day. That was 140 to 160 grams of protein a day, which is pretty close to the gram of protein per pound of body weight you would like to aim for in order to build muscle, or in this case, just keep and maintain muscle. So I think I've done that. I probably haven't lost any muscle at all, to be honest. But if you look at the stats for the year, on January 1st, I was 90.1 kilograms. So I'm now 3.5 kilos down there. And I'm down 1.5 points on the BMI scale from 28.5 down to 27. So still overweight, but I'm not too worried about that. I have quite a lot of muscle on my body. Granted, I'd like to sit at around the 24, 25 mark and lean up a little bit, but I'm not unhealthy at the moment. So that was it, eating only protein bars for a week. I did see, when I searched up eating protein bars for a week, when I came up with this idea, someone did a video a couple of months ago. I watched the first couple of minutes, and I didn't watch the end because I didn't want any spoilers as to how it went for them or anything like that, but I noticed they weren't eating just one protein bar like I was. They also had protein cookies, other protein products, so their title makes sense. Like, it's a good title, eating only protein bars for a week, but, you know, technically speaking, they didn't do that. Technically speaking, I didn't either, because I made it a working week, Monday to Friday, rather than 7 days, so you gotta make a good title out of it. But naturally, in terms of difficulty, I think mine was more difficult, because I only had one type of protein bar to eat. I didn't have a variety. But I am also the type of person who would happily eat the same breakfast, lunch, and dinner, for sake of argument, every single day. I have my favorites. I like that. I don't feel the need to divert and eat different types of things. I don't really get bored of food that easily. Nevertheless, this was a fun experience. It was nice to sort of vlog with the phone. It's very handy now that I've got this new phone that I can actually film vlog footage on it. But I'm looking forward also now to editing this video and collating something that hopefully you did enjoy. So drop a like, subscribe down below, and let me know in the comments if you want to see more like this. I've got other ideas, other weekly challenges I could do. I understand for this channel it is very different, but I've always said I want to make the videos that I enjoy making, so this was much more similar to the 100,000 steps video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video very soon.
Flying in a missile, haters throwing shade, never pick me, not an issue. I am a beast, I'm at the top, I run these beats, I hold my spot, so stop before it hits you. It's pick a pixel.